Hello. I'm iPhi. And this is the iPhi show. Okay. So, um, this is going to be kind of a test video to see if I can figure out how to use technology. We'll probably start with an update on the iPhi channel. I'm still fighting off the Kung flu. I think it's like month 5 now. I've stopped counting after a while, but you may have noticed my voice sounds a little raspy, and that's because a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I got the Kung flu, and then I got sick again, and again. And here I am, still trying to fight off bronchitis and laryngitis. Oh, and I was extremely late today. That's another thing. I'm not sure how keen I'm going to be on these scheduled sessions because real life always gets in the way, and I'm not the most punctual person on earth, so we'll see. I will say that a wizard is never early or late. He arrives at precisely the moment he means to. And I'm a level 25 mage, so for all future tardiness, that's what it is. So, update on the content. So, I think last night I got the first guest on iPhi, which was somewhere in time. She was nice. We talked about stuff. I didn't talk much because, again, I don't have much of a voice to talk with at the moment. But we'll see as time goes by if I ever can fully recover my voice box. A little bit about this channel. So I would say that I have certain plans for this channel, but I'm not exactly sure what it is yet. The the main plans I have are to focus on some light philosophy, heavy religion, pretty equally heavy politics, and then just general cultural discussion, live panels, random guests, random topics, random discussions. I have unfortunately stepped into the panel verse when I first came here, so I think a lot of the early days of this channel are going to probably be influenced by the ongoing panelverse drama, which uh, is mainly focused on a handful of channels and certain characters, reoccurring characters that I'm not particularly interested in. I have met some people I do want to converse with, and so those people will probably be appearing more often than the others who um again, if you want non-stop drama, there's plenty of panels for that. So I would recommend you seek out those channels for that, to fill that need. This channel is going to be more focused on an attempt to have, somewhat civilized, organized discussions about interesting topics, whether it's, again, religion, philosophy, politics, culture, society, maybe even some mental health thrown in there for bonus points. Just pretty much all the things, but it just depends mostly on my mood and what's going on in the world and that sort of thing. So, on that note, like for example, if you watch my intro video, which just has my little intro theme song, thanks to Lauren, by the way, for your dope music that I clearly plagiarized. Please don't strike me. Um, if you read the little about section, it just kind of lets you know where I'm headed with this channel. So, um, I'll probably start with religion and then just go from there, and then I'll add as I go along other topics. The next topic will be politics, and so on and so forth. And so I think those two topics alone will easily consume one's lifetime. And so if I have any free time after that, I may get into like more of the nitty gritty details of culture and society and the problem with humanity in general and that sort of stuff. So we'll see. As far as my target audience, I don't know how to put it any other way than to put in the most simplest terms. My target audience are good and intelligent people. So what that means, I guess we'll have to figure out as the channel grows, because I know what that means, but what other people think that means may not be the same definition and terms. So, in a nutshell, um, if you look at the old four quadrant grid on a graph or something, that's basically how I break down humanity. There's really only two variables you really need to worry about. There's intelligence and morality. And so there's only four types of people in the world. There is the target audience, which is good and intelligent people, which may not exist, but we'll give it the old college try and see if there are any left on this planet. And then you got the two sort of fringe groups of, like the good idiots and the evil, clever people. And then you've got probably the mass majority of just evil retards. And so I don't plan on spending much time engaging with evil retards on this channel. I may occasionally have them on just, for the sake of learning a lesson and to teach potentially good and intelligent people what type of people to avoid, because the main problem with evil retards is if you allow them to consume all your valuable precious time, they will do that, and then you will accomplish nothing, and you may just become just as evil and retarded as they are trying to convert them. And so I'm not interested in playing that game anymore. I was young and dumb once, but I think I got a little better. So most of the time I'm going to be focusing on potentially good and intelligent people, and we'll see how far I get with that endeavor. So there's the target audience. There's the four kinds of people. I'll try to lay off the word retard. I try not to use it all the time, but again, unfortunately, the general population is like 80% evil retard. So, it's unfortunate that I have to keep bringing up that phrase. Um, there are other people. If you look at the bell curve, there are the small fringe groups of, um, the good idiots that mean well. They may technically qualify as like, decent people that have okay morality or whatever, but they're just not very smart. And so that doesn't really help the big picture, but of course they're better than evil retards, so for whatever that's worth. And then the other fringe group is the clever evil people. And so I use the word clever because I refrain from using the word intelligent, because again, intelligent implies that you're using your brain for good, and that's not always the case. Some people use their brain for evil stuff, which, that's an option. So drop my channel link and I'll drop yours. Hello, Provo Planet. Um, Try typing your channel link in the comment and then I'll see if it works. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, for crying out loud. Hello, hello. Can you hear this audio? Audio good now? Okay. See, this is what happens when you experiment with technology. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Let me go back to the cam and see if I can still have audio when it's on. So okay, so here's the um audio for that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason I had the audio turned down for the avatar. I'm not sure why, because I usually don't turn it down. Oh, I think the audio also works for like whatever I'm watching, like this, for example. Like when I'm needed, that audio, I'll have it there. But yeah, you're right. The audio should have been working for this. Okay, so I guess no audio was heard for the first introduction part, so I may have to rehash that at a later point. But that's okay. This is all a learning process. Welcome, Provo Planet. Do you want to jump on panel real quick, or do you want to listen to me go through like a little 10-minute intro or anything like that? I'm easy. So I'll just go ahead and go through my little intro, which may have been muted the whole time, and I didn't realize it because I can't hear what YouTube can hear. Okay, of course, I'm currently occupied through your material. Um, Okay, so you're welcome to jump up on panel here in a minute. Let me just do like a little 10-minute intro slash update on the channel, and then we'll go from there. How's that sound, buddy? Okay, so let me possibly repeat the intro I kind of just did, which I thought had good audio, but maybe doesn't, and so maybe now the audio is working. Okay, so one of my um, formats is this avatar and background, which I'm probably going to use for like, like when I want to look at information or talk about certain things. So, for example, like if I want to jump to a video and talk about it, um, I can. So, there's a little intro test to see if the audio works and a picture. Hopefully, you can hear the audio playing in the background, and that's not going to copyright strike me, but that's another thing I'm gonna have to figure out, like how much audio I can play and get away with it, and how much I can't. So, okay, so this is one format that I have. The other being just the plain no audio in the background. Interesting. Okay, I thought it was picking up the. Oh, I may have turned the audio off now, but hopefully you heard the little music playing when I was playing my little iPhi intro. If not, I'll have to figure that out. Um, Hold on. Can you hear this audio right now? Should be like a generic piano music, violin music, whatever. So you can't hear that music, is what you're saying. No music, no audio. Interesting. All right. I still have stuff to learn, so I'll figure it out. Just my voice. Okay. It's playing music, but I don't know why. And my studio says it's picking up the audio, so I'll have to figure that out at another time. No worries. So uh at least the audio, my voice is working now, so that's progress. We're making slow but surely making progress. Okay, so So back to the quick update and intro. Update on my health. I'm still fighting the kung flu. Still waiting for my voice box to fully recover. That's why I haven't gone deep into the content yet. I haven't started making videos or having guests on panels or anything like that because I just don't have a lot of voice to talk for very long. Last night was kind of my first little test drive with Somewhere in Time. She was a real joy to have on the channel, so I look forward to our future conversations. Um, Provo Planet is currently probably the only one in the audience right now, so I might welcome him up to the panel and then we can talk for a while about stuff. So the general intro to this channel is I plan on doing a lot of philosophy, religion, and politics discussion. Sometimes just hearing myself talk, sometimes hearing other people talk, and then maybe get into conversations and dialogues and whatnot. The main goal of this channel is to promote learning, growing, discussion, and debate, and the free flowing exchange of knowledge and ideas. And so I'm a real big fan of free speech and all that. So there is no topic that is taboo or forbidden on this channel. The only thing I ask is that you try not to purposely violate the YouTube TOS, which will just get our channel, striked and shut down or whatever. So I'll let you know which topics we're not allowed to talk about, and then everything else is fair game. Um, I don't care about the language really. My only personal preference is to keep blasphemy to a minimum, and so I'll let you know when you're engaging in that thing. Other than that, you can't say a word that will hurt my feelings or anything like that, and you insult me. So no matter how hard you try, you won't hurt my feelings. You can call me any name you want and whatever. I don't care. Hopefully, we're gonna have mostly civil and you know polite conversations. But if they get a little heated and angry, I'm okay with that too. So um, it's all fair game here. I am going to try and keep order to make sure people just don't talk over each other. No yelling and screaming. No porn bombs or spurging out or anything like that. Um, but other than that, as long as people can kind of self moderate themselves and just listen to the person they're talking to and take turns talking every once in a while. I know sometimes people get very passionate in debates and they like to talk over each other, or one person just likes to turn it into a monologue and then lecture everyone else in the room, and that's understandable up to a point. But again, I'll try to bring balance to the force and make sure opposing views have the ability to interject from time to time and whatnot, and we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. So as far as the schedule, I'm not a big fan, clearly, of being punctual in schedules because I was very late for my own show today. I think I scheduled it at 1 p.m. and I didn't finally even get on till like 10 minutes after or whatever. And so, um, yeah, that's basically what you can expect from me. The whole wizard never arrives early or late bit. We arrive exactly when we mean to, and so that's me, Mr. Wizard. So Provo, I guess I can go ahead and throw the link in there for you if you're interested in hopping on at some point. Um, Put user blah, blah, blah. I don't know how to pin my own comment. Star? The star pin it? I don't know. Um, so there's the link. It's in chat. It's in starred chat, which I don't know if that means it like pins it to the top of the comments or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. But if you need help getting on or whatever, let me know and I'll try to figure out a way to get you up here. Um, so there's a quick update on where I'm at on the channel. Just starting out. You have to pin it through YouTube chat. Let me go to YouTube chat and then pin the bastard. Uh, bloop, 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 bloop. Um, and then pin message. Thank you, Provo, for all you've been very helpful. Okay, I think it's pinned. Um, it's currently on the screen in front of me because I star chatted it or whatever. And it was recently just typed into the chat stream. So, I have had one person on a panel yesterday, so I know that I at least figured out that much how to get guest on and get it to work and talk and stuff. So, um, but yeah, I'm learning all the day-to-day procedures. Okay, so this channel is mainly focused on philosophy, religion, politics, culture, society, yada yada yada. I'm gonna try and keep the drama to a minimum. I'm not a fan of the drama, the panel verse drama. Not a fan. There's plenty of that stuff out there if that's what you're looking for. Unfortunately, I was introduced to the YouTube through the panel verse, and so that's probably going to be most of my audience at the beginning. Hopefully, we can grow and expand into more useful conversations about society at large and all that sort of stuff. Um, I may even dabble into mental health and stuff like that, even though that's also another can of worms, which I'm kind of weary of getting into. So, that's kind of a quick update and general layout of where this channel is going. So, for the first couple of videos that I'm planning on adding to the channel are going to be themed on um, coming to terms with the audience, like what do words mean and that sort of thing. So I was hoping to get Flow State up here to address the age old battle between the left wing and right wing and see if we can figure out what those words mean, and then that'll take us right into the full on political discussions of who has better ideas and whatnot. So the religion is probably going to be a really nasty, um, bloody Thunderdome war down into the nine rings of hell or whatever it's called. I can't remember how Dante's Inferno works, but it's going to be something like that where you just keep going deeper and deeper until you finally find the truth. And so um, the truth is the ultimate goal of this channel. So if nothing else, I hope some of us kind of learned some truth at some point. And so that's what I'm hoping for is the to arrive at some sort of truth. So we'll see. Anyways, I just wanted to give a quick update. I usually just give updates on the YouTube community chat, text chat, which I don't think many people read because I never read those myself either. But I was trying to think of how to communicate with people. Oh, here's another thing. Let me talk about some stuff. So since my browser's on screen, one way to reach me is on good old gab.com. And if you search Gab for conservatarian, hopefully that'll take you to a group called Conservatarians. Where is it? Groups. Um, how do you search groups? Anyways, if you search groups, there's a group called Conservatarian. That's basically the little group I created to see if anyone's interested in social media through texting and whatnot. Other than that, I also have a Discord you need more subscribers, I'll share your channel on my community post. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'll try to get more subscribers eventually. Again, I'm just starting out. So, and yeah, Gab has even less subscribers. So that's why, like I said, I'm not really enthused about really getting a big audience right off the bat. So I may have to branch out into all the topics before we can get back to the goal topic of how to make this country better. But I do have a Discord channel, which I guess I'll go ahead and post that so that anyone who's interested can find me that way. And let me see what that looks like. Invite people. Copy that. And then let's see if this is. Yeah, I know. The at symbol doesn't help. Let me see if this works. Bling. Okay, so. And I guess I'll star that as well. Bloop. Okay, I'm going to unstar the StreamYard link for now. So I typed into Discord there the not I didn't type into Discord. I typed the Discord link to my iPhi server, which that would probably be a good way to try and get a hold of me to see if you want to do like a collaborate video or something like that, or just talk in general. Like if you just want to, shoot the shit in on a Discord server and just like talk about like thoughts and feelings on stuff. Um, so that's one way to get a hold of me, and then I'm trying to be as accessible as possible without giving up too much precious info. But anyways, um, so I have a Discord channel which I am showing on screen right now, and that's the iPhi Discord server. I have a Gab server, which hold on, let me just cheat and see what it is because, of course, I already have my links. Okay, so I'm gonna type into chat. It's called gab.com/groups/65363. So this is my conservatarian group on Gab. The reason why I like Gab is because it's currently the most free speech platform that I have found on the internet until I find something better. And so I think that's for more like the normies and stuff, like the Facebook crowd and stuff like that, that aren't into doing like live streams on YouTube or whatever. And they're more for, just like occasionally posting on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. By the way, I don't care for Twitter or Facebook because, again, they're just so censored. It's not worth my time and effort. So if anyone wants to have a serious discussion on social media, that's about the only platforms I even bother checking into. So okay, so I have a Discord server, a Gab server, not server, Gab group, and then in the future I'll probably look into expanding into like Rumble and BitChute and possibly like things like locals or whatever and all that jazz. But that's way in the future. That Gab link is dead. Okay. Well then, I don't know what the deal with the Gab is, but because watch when hold on, let me type it into my browser and see what happens. Gab.com/groups/65363. And it takes you to the Conservatarian Gab group. Oh, okay. I don't know the the other part, but I typed it in the browser there to kind of show you how I got to it. Um, yeah, I don't know what I typed into my comments. Maybe that's what maybe I goofed it. Let me go back and see if I can fix it. Oh yeah, I didn't put the full, like HTTP whatever stuff into it, but no worries. Sometimes the browser will. Hello, hello, hello. How about now? Can you hear this audio? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I think my mic just died for some reason. Maybe the battery was low or something. I don't know. Can you hear me now? Audio testing. One, two, three. You're back, and we're back. Okay, so I guess maybe the last thing you heard me say was like I'm a big fan of Dave Smith. Um, I was saying that like if you want to know what my political leanings are, if you follow Dave Smith, him, he and I agree on like 98% of the things. And so if you want to know my libertarian stance on life, on, most things, you can start here and instantly catch up to everything that I already agree with. Otherwise, I'm just going to repeat all the stuff he's already said before. Um, but then I also reminded you that, oh, I don't go to Outliers anymore. I don't know if you missed that little falling out. We had our little differences aired on stream, and so yeah, yeah. I'll try to kind of subtly promote my stuff whenever I jump on other people's panels. Go back and find the last Outliers I was on, and you'll see what happened. So basically, Chris and I got into a shouting match, and so um, I'm pretty much done with that channel anyway. It's always trans communism, and so um, I enjoyed Jeff's open mindedness and his polite ability to talk to people about stuff. I didn't feel like I was really getting anywhere with him, nor most of his audience anyway. So I just politely, removed myself from the equation. Um, but no hard feelings. Like I said, if Jeff wants to come over and shoot the shit for time to time, I don't have any objections to that. Pretty much everyone else is not really welcome because I really don't care for his audience or his panels or anything, especially his co-host. His co-host is pure panel cancer. So I have zero plans on engaging certain people from now on. I'll probably have Lib on before I have Chris. So there's some people I have almost no patience for, and some people I have a little patience for. So oh yeah, there's a lot of autism, but again, that's a lot of learned behavior which they didn't want to get into. So that's okay. We can talk about it. I will get into autism with Leslie, that psychologist lady. She's pretty cool. I think she'll have productive things to talk about. Um, but I don't care to get into autism with autistic people because it tends to be not very productive. So yes, Chris is completely insufferable. He's one of those centrists that pretends to be like right leaning or whatever, and all the bullshit lies he constantly perpetrates. But like I said, I don't have time for those people. I just zero patience, zero time. So I understand that people's minds change. Like maybe last year you were left wing, and this year you're right wing. So hi, no bad days. iFi is live. Correct, sir. So I'm kind of doing the open panel thing. If anybody wants to come up and chit chat, otherwise you can just listen to me lecture from the feedback of the comment thread. Um, so uh, I already gave the update and kind of general layout plans and stuff and format and all that jazz. We're still working on format because occasionally Um, OBS Studio mutes my microphone because it has trouble transferring the avatar audio to the stream or whatever. This will probably be my default position unless it just becomes too much of a hassle, and then I'll just switch back over to my seashell, which always works for me. So, matter of fact, let's just go there now because I think I'm done with background visuals. There's the seashell everyone knows and loves. So there's my Discord link at the bottom. If anyone wants to start getting involved in you know feedback on the channel and such. I used to spend most of my time on Discord, and now I spend almost no time on Discord. So if you have Streamlabs, why are you using StreamYard? Because StreamYard has this really easy button that like sets up everything on YouTube Live for me. There may also be a button in OBS that does the same thing, but I'm not that familiar with it, so I'll have to learn those little tips and tricks. But I'm like half boomer, half Gen X, so the older I get, the less I care about technology, and I know almost zero at this point. Like I just barely know how to push this button and that button. So you're probably indicating my lack of knowledge of OBS, but I only use StreamYard when I open panel or whatever I screen share with OBS. That sounds like good practice. I'll probably look into that if this channel becomes regular and all that jazz. But the short answer is StreamYard takes care of a lot of things for me, and I just push a button and shit happens. So um, even if like I don't have guests on panel or whatever, like right now I don't have any guests on panel, but I leave that option open. Like if someone wants to jump in, I'll let them jump in, but I may just spend the whole time just talking by myself or presentation something in the background or whatever. And so I'm learning as I go. Still new to all this YouTube stuff. I'm still fairly new to OBS and StreamYard and my little avatar and stuff like that. I mean, it's still kind of screwy. So um, learning all this stuff. I'm gonna be doing lots of dumb boomer moments where like this very video that you're watching right now, the first 10 minutes I was muted and I was not aware of it. So I just have to kind of learn as I go. But anyways. So for anyone who missed it, again, I put in chat my Discord link, my Gab.com conservatarian group, which is the main target of this channel, is to find other conservatarians and give them hope. We can talk philosophy, religion, politics, whatever, and so I'm open to all topics, all kinds of feedback, viewpoints, all that jazz. So Um, I think my StreamYard link is still pinned to the top of YouTube. So anyone is welcome to jump on up if they want to. Other than that, I was just doing a pretty brief a a update to the channel, a real quick introduction, and that's about it. So I think an hour's about good for just a quick update introduction. And again, this is kind of a test run. I'm just testing out a lot of this stuff to make sure I know how buttons work and all that stuff. And so I definitely appreciate all the feedback, Provo Planet. Thanks a lot, bro. And welcome No Bad Days, which I'm assuming is Moose because that looks like Moose's profile pic. And so um, if either one of y'all just want to come up and chit chat, you're welcome. I guess I can go a little longer if you have something really deep on your brain. But other than that, that's all the point of this little test video was to see if I'm able to schedule things and yada yada yada. So Provo, do you want to jump up on panel real quick, or are you busy at the moment? Because I just want to see how easy I'm able to just yoink people up and smack them on and all that stuff, because I kind of got the gist of it, but I just want to make sure everything runs smoothly whenever people try to do things. Let me go ahead and get that comment off the channel. Bloop, 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 bloop. I can maybe come on in a couple minutes. Okay, I will hang around for a couple more minutes and then see if you have some if you want to come up and chit chat, you're welcome to jump up and shoot the bull. But yeah, other than that, this is kind of the beginning of the channel. Like I said, yesterday I gave a little test run with Somewhere in Time, and just to see how quickly and reliably I can get a live stream going with guests, and it's good enough. I'm probably gonna stick to the seashell for most of the time because unless I have like fancy presentation stuff to get into, I'll whip out the avatar and do that jazz. But yeah, so I'm just learning as I go. So you'll see a lot of that. You'll see me like trying to figure stuff out while I'm doing stuff, and you'll be like, hey dude, your microphone's muted, and I'll be like, oh, dope, and stuff like that. Okay. um. So welcome all. What is it? 16 members. Oh, that's funny. I love how I've got 16 members, even though I really don't have a channel yet. I feel the love. Apparently, all my hard work on the panelverse paid off, and 16 people are interested in talking about stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if I can scare you guys away too, and then there will only be one left. But anyways, yeah, looking forward to it. Again, try to keep the drama to a minimum. Like I said, I really don't care about who hurt whose feelings and all that jazz. I'm willing to forgive and forget, like past transgressions or whatever. So as long as we just have some productive, useful conversations, we can talk about whatever. So, um, anyways, while I'm waiting for Provo Planet, I'm gonna go and add a sub to his channel. So I really don't sub much, but you gotta share the love. So Provo at Provo Kid, now you have 648 subscribers, which is slightly more than me. So good job, lad. And it looks like you're doing a 24/7 synthwave video game background, which sounds like a pleasant experience. There you go. We can talk about MTV when it was good. That'll be our first little 2-minute conversation. And then I'm probably gonna go ahead and wrap up this little quick update introduction video, learning exercise tutorial, iPhi the Boomer YouTube tutorial video on how to technology. Today I learned how to pin the Streamlabs link to the top of the YouTube comments. And I also learned how troublesome OBS can be when you have like avatars and browsers and background audio and mic audio, and for some reason the background audio wasn't working, even though on my studio it said it was working. So I have no idea why some things work and some things don't. I'll have to learn as I go. I wish I could hire like a producer and just do all this stuff for me. Does anybody want the job? Does anyone want to work for free? Anybody want to volunteer for free producing? Hit me up on my Discord server and we'll talk about it. Delight Jeans. I'm gonna go back and test my OBS while I'm waiting for my buddy here. Okay. Okay, computer. Now, theoretically, there's supposed to be audio playing, which I don't know why it's not. Okay, so in OBS Studio, it says it's working, but apparently YouTube can't hear this because right now there's music playing with this little intro, which I guess that's one way to avoid a copyright strike is if you can't hear the video. But sometimes I want to hear the audio. Present slides, extra camera, video file, share screen. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Let me stop this nonsense in the background and welcome, my buddy.
Hey, what's up? Not too bad, man. Just I'm actually on my phone right now. How am I sounding?
You're very good. I can hear you clear.
Cool, cool.
So phone audio for the win,
Yeah,
which
that works.
which is better than my headphones, which decide when to shut themselves off from time to time. Because like sometimes I'll be in the middle of a sentence and my gamer cordless headphones will just suddenly turn the audio off, and I'm like, why did you do this to me, technology?
You went with those wireless headphones. You got to get that. What is that? Auxiliary cord? Fix that up.
Yeah, I'll get around to that. I'm just so lazy and cheap right now. I've just got wireless gamer headphones on right now, and that's what I do 99% of my iPhi content through, whether I'm on other people's panels or just randomly jumping on and off stuff. That's where it's at right now. So
Hey, that's a great place to start, man. It's always better to start at the bottom than to like get too much shit you think you need when you really don't.
yeah, I don't want like a soundproof studio with like $10,000 a month rent for like a channel that's only going to get like 3 subscribers or something. So then I'll be like, that might be a little overkill, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Uh,
What,
I'll
do you know why
I'll
your audio in the background isn't playing?
I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at OBS Studio, and you know where it says desktop audio?
Yeah.
Okay, I see the bars jumping up every time I play a video on YouTube. I can hear it in my headphones. It's playing through on my headphones like the audio's working, but for some reason it won't transfer over to YouTube. I don't know what the disconnect is between YouTube, Streamlabs, and OBS. One of those guys are not talking to each other.
So it's saying did you it's not muted on your end, so are you,
Correct.
but you're playing that through StreamYards, are you not, like the screen share?
Uh, I'm using a virtual camera through OBS to create the avatar and the browser background. And
Okay.
then on StreamYards, I'm using the camera provided by OBS.
Okay. What if you so like for me, when I share a screen, I just do screen share on Streamlabs OBS, right?
Uh
And that usually always captures the audio. Is that what's, and you're not doing that?
huh. Again, I'm using OBS to create a virtual camera, so it handles
Yeah.
all of the composition inside the window, and then StreamYard is just like the pass through. It's just passing through whatever OBS spits out.
Okay.
But
Well, you know a little
whatever
bit. You know
reason,
a little
the
bit. Sorry about
audio is not making it through because like I said, it's the same microphone that I'm talking into OBS with. I can see my OBS microphone jumping up and down while I'm talking. And then I can see the desktop audio jumping up and down while it plays music. So in theory, it should hear both of them at the same time. I don't understand why it just picks one audio channel and mutes the other. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know how to solve that problem. That might be a Google, I mean, a YouTube search. I bet you can find the
Yeah,
answer.
I'll learn how to do it if it's that important to me. I just use it as a quick and easy, way to just throw something on screen and possibly listen to it. And so, I was like, that's neat. But if it doesn't work, then I may have to figure out something. Okay, let me try real quick. You said just screen share directly from OBS and skip the StreamYard part, correct?
Yeah, that's what I do. So I
Okay.
open up a new window, then I create a window capture
Uh-huh.
source on my Streamlabs OBS, and then I select the window I want.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me turn off the virtual camera for a second. And then we're back to the seashell. Okay, so seashell definitely works because it's just purely through StreamYard. It's seashell direct microphone into StreamYard. Okay. Now on OBS, I'm going to start streaming. Is that the best
You're
way
already
to?
streaming, aren't you?
I'm not doing anything on OBS right now. I turned it off. I had a virtual camera.
Oh, interesting. Are you using Streamlabs OBS or just OBS?
Two separate programs separately. So I created this room we're in right now. You can even see at the top right corner it says powered by StreamYard.
Yeah.
So I created this stream in StreamYard, and it even set
Yes.
up my YouTube channel for me. Like it set up the little thumbnail and everything for me. I didn't even have to do anything on YouTube.
Okay. So
That's
you're
why I
doing
like StreamYard.
yeah, you're doing things backwards for me. So like I'm live on my Streamlabs
Uh-huh.
OBS, and you're using regular OBS, right?
Yeah, I'm just using plain old OBS 30.1, the
Okay,
latest
so
version.
I don't actually I don't use that.
And my options are start streaming, start recording, and start virtual camera. And virtual camera is how you see that little avatar dude with the browser in the background. That's all controlled through OBS.
Okay. So so yeah, I really can't help you with this issue because or I wouldn't know what to do because I'm using what I use is Streamlabs OBS, and it sounds like you're just using the OBS software, which is a different program or app altogether.
Yeah, I'm using two separate ones. Just StreamYard in the browser, StreamYard.com. And I don't even have like the professional version. I just have like the free, you know,
Free one.
free
Do
version
you?
and then free OBS.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to. I don't know how you would figure that out because uh, I do things backwards. I go live on my Streamlabs and then I screen share StreamYard. But you're, and I understand why you use StreamYard. It is a lot more compact and convenient.
Oh yeah,
Um,
like I said, it's just like 2 or 3 clicks and I'm done. That's the only reason why I use it because I'm like, okay, that works. So there's probably a better way to do it. And like I said, if I start learning how to properly use OBS and or Streamlabs in conjunction, I'll go that route. But until then, I'm half boomer, half Gen X. I'm just like, I know just enough to barely get this to work. So,
yeah, well, that's good, man. I mean, the more you do it, the more you learn. Like you're just gonna learn naturally just by
hmm
streaming, which is it's part of the fun too when you solve these problems and you figure it out and you get better at streaming. It's kind of rewarding in some weird way.
can you hold on? Can you change the format in StreamYard while you're casting? Let me see if I can do that. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, so like, how do you get like a browser up on screen? Is it present share
Uh,
screen?
yeah, but again, you're using like just a so there's Streamlabs OBS. Oh, you is this your OBS doing that right now?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Interesting.
No, 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 no. That was StreamYard. I'm sorry. I was thinking while clicking. Oh shit, that's too loud.
Yeah, we can't hear that.
Oh, you couldn't even hear that?
No,
Weird. You
and
should be
you're
able to hear
using
that.
OBS on this
No, again, this is all through StreamYard.
all through Streamyard, and it's you're still not picking up the audio for some reason.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on because I can hear it on my desktop audio.
Yeah, that's odd.
So right now that's playing music. By the way, if you just go to my YouTube channel, you'll see my little iPhi intro short video. That's what I'm watching right now, and it's got
Interesting.
some um, copyrighted music playing on it, which I don't know what the rule is. I think if you play like under 10 seconds or something like that, it won't strike you or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, that I mean, the copyright thing. It really, I mean, if I look at my like every, if I go to my channel content and I look at my lives, I have like
Uh huh.
a copyright restriction on every stream I've done, almost all of them.
So like
So
right now, you can't hear this audio, correct?
no,
Okay, so I don't know why I can't get any other audio other than the two people on panel talking to each other, which I guess that's good. At least I got that audio coming through, but
yeah.
I don't know how everyone else can get their background audio to work because I'm not muting it or blocking it or anything. It just won't play it for some reason. I
What
don't know why.
when you're in StreamYard and you go to the settings for share screen, are there settings for the audio within that share screen?
Um, audio, general, camera, virtual background, layouts. Hold on, let me unshare that screen. Oh, hold on, there's little dots on it. Edit name, stop screen, full screen layout. Let's try full screen layout and see if that forces the audio. Can you hear that audio?
No, no, can't hear it.
Ah. So I'm going to remove it. And how about we try one more time? I'm going to start a virtual camera with OBS, complete with audio that I can see jumping. I can see it jumping. So OBS is getting it. OBS says, I hear the audio. Now let's see if we can get StreamYard to agree that exists. So um, let's present a shared screen of OBS. Let's see how that looks. Can you hear that? See?
Yeah, it's playing, isn't it?
So again, I have this little YouTube video playing with audio. OBS says it's playing audio
And it's not
and it's
though.
picking up the microphone. And yet, here we are.
Um,
Only the I guess you can only hear the audio from the panel, correct?
yeah. I don't know if this would help, but
Okay,
if you
because there's
download it might the program. I don't know if you can run your virtual background through Streamlabs OBS, but you might want to try playing with that because there's
okay.
OBS, right, and then there's Streamlabs OBS.
Okay. I may see if there's like a Streamlabs version that collaborates for me or something. But
Who knows?
I wonder what happens if I hit start streaming. Open setting. I'll see. You got to set this up. You got to set up the URL, stream key. I don't know what all that stuff is. I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Hey, man, you're on the right path. That's all I can tell you.
I will work with two profile pictures talking to each other for now. That's good enough for me. That's the 99% of the content. So I'll worry about the fancy illustrations later. At least you can see the stuff in the background, even if you can't hear it yet. And I'll try to figure out why we can't. I bet there's some like computer nerd that's watching right now that's like, duh, all you gotta do is click this one button and then everything works smoothly, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's all it was."
That's usually how it goes, man. Got to click the
So
right button.
yeah, they'll yell at me in the comments. They'll be like, "Okay, boomer, all you had to do is go to the settings and click this button, and then it'll turn on the audio." But anyways, all right. So I don't think I've ever engaged with you on a panel before, have I?
I maybe probably not though.
I don't recall ever having a conversation with you before.
You haven't been on a lot of panels. I used to do that a lot more, and then like once you there's like reasons to go on panels, at least in my opinion. So like I would go on panels maybe a lot more last year, and then you just kind of harvest the viewers from that whatever channel you're on, and then uh, after you get the people who are going to subscribe to you or not, it's kind of like redundant to go on those panels again.
Sure.
And like my style of content, like I used to be Provo kid, and so I just go
You
on
still
people's.
are if you look at your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's right. But I used to just go on and provoke people. So, and there's only so much material you can get out of that
Are you a
before.
professional troll, Provo? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Pretty much. I'm like one of the more open trolls. Like I have my own
Wait a
channel
minute.
called
I do remember recently a panel we were on together. Now I remember. Wasn't it like VK or something?
VK.
Verbal combat
Yeah, it
speakeasy.
might have been. I wasn't on that for too long, uh, but
Your
it's
voice
hard
is
to get.
starting to sound more familiar now. I remember you were like, I kind of remember us talking, but yeah, I remember you were just kind of, trolling in the background or whatever. So yeah, I get you.
It's about as good as I could do. And then, so basically now, most of the if I do any content on my own, I just monologue for an hour,
Okay.
and then I maybe cover news, and then I panel hop. So I used to do shows like every Friday,
Hmm.
and I would stream for I don't know 6 7 hours, but it would be just monologue news, and then just trolling people on their various platforms.
I used to be a troll back in the day. Um, there's a couple of problems with that now. How old are you?
33.
Yeah, you're more millennial, right?
Yeah, that's what they would call me.
Okay. Okay, so the problem that doesn't translate properly from one generation to the other. Back in my day, Sonny, uh, trolling used to mean something. But anyways, so back in the days when trolling began, um, it was more fun because the audience was intelligent enough to be trolled, and so part of the beauty of trolling is like getting fairly intelligent people to not realize that you're just trolling the shit out of them and you're making them kind of look dumb because some people get so passionate about their topic they kind of get blinders on and don't realize how dumb they sound arguing with a complete troll or whatever. And so what lost in the translation was eventually the general population became so dumb that even when you troll them, it doesn't work because they're so dumb. They don't even understand what trolling is or how to be trolled.
Yeah, they're pretty autistic. They take things literally a lot of the time.
That and they never have that aha moment like, "Oh, you got me." Like, "I see what you're doing. You were just, fucking around with me." But I should have been smarter and realized that, even though I was making a good argument, I was wasting it on a troll. And so I quit trolling at that moment because I had the sad realization that the general population is far too dumb to be trolled at this point. Like, you can't troll them because you have to be smart enough to at least think you're, properly defending your argument against the attacker. And so at this point, it's so random and attention deficit disorders and stuff like that, where half the time people don't even know what they're talking about in their own arguments and stuff like that. Like, they'll start arguing with themselves if you just give them enough time and rope.
Oh, that's almost certain. And
And so
now,
it's like it's kind of sad to watch because it's like, oh, I wanted to troll you, but you're trolling yourself better than I could ever troll you. So I'll just sit here and wait till you're done, you know.
certainly,
So
I take the nice troll aspect. So like, I'm not trolling Mr. Talcott, but I'm overly supportive of him now, and it comes off a bit trolly, which I like. And that's like the real way trolls used to operate, where like in order to troll effectively, you have to embed yourself in the community and
mhm,
ingratiate yourself to them, and then you flip the script later on, right? So like it's a long con for I think like a good troll. You gotta because you gotta gain their respect, you gotta gain their loyalty, and then
trust. Yeah.
once you do that, then you can really troll them because they're gonna take what you say with a little bit more weight rather than
Right, right.
so.
But again, I think in the world we live in now, it's more counterproductive than useful because again, in the old days, the most important step was the aha moment when they suddenly realized they've been trolled. And
Yeah,
then they
that's
can learn from the experience and go, "Oh, you got me because I was being so narrow-minded. I didn't even realize you were just fucking around with me or something like that." And so
certainly
without that aha moment, it becomes so sad and depressing that you're just basically like confusing retards at this point, you know? Like
certainly
they don't even know what you're doing or what you're talking about and you're like, "Ha ha ha," and but you're there's no one else in the room laughing because it's like, no one gets it. And so it's like, "Oh no." It's like, never mind, skip it." And then you're like,
certainly
"It's not that funny after all. Sorry." New topic. But anyways, so yeah, so I don't even kind of troll anymore at all because like I said, it's a lost art form. In modern times, all you can do is just, maybe trigger people and make them spurg out or something like that, which I wouldn't really qualify that as trolling per se. That's like the most barbaric version of the word troll, but
well,
um,
I'm a barbarian then, that's for sure, dude.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's not hard to like trigger people to spurg out. I mean, that's pretty easy these days. So,
No, but it can be pretty fun if you do it right, you know what I mean?
but
Like if you,
trolling is a art form if done properly. But I think those days have passed. So I think we should try to move on and see if there's anything in society worth salvaging at this point. I don't even know, but
yeah.
we'll
Well,
see.
don't worry about me trolling you, iFi. I'm not I don't really do that as much anymore. I really like what you're doing, new content creators, supporting people and stuff like that. Is more fun than anything because it's cool to see people grow their channel, get their message out, and I'm excited to see your channel grow, brother.
Okay, well, I appreciate the spirit of support, and so I'll do my best to not disappoint you, but we'll see. I still don't know exactly how much time and energy I'm really going to invest into this little project because it can become pretty consuming very quickly. Because like if you're doing even just like once a week, you know,
Yeah,
content, that still can take a significant chunk of your time to prepare and kind of get people, organized and whatever.
certainly.
And so I'm just going to start off very, very, very slow, just very randomly add a video here and there and just see how much interest is in it. And we'll go from
Perfect.
there.
That works, man. Just keep it a hobby. Do it for fun. And when it
That's what,
becomes something more than that,
right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the hobby for fun. And then when the desire is there, like when there's an audience that's like, we need more of this, then I'll be like, oh, okay, let's put a little more time and effort into it and then see if we can actually, affect people's minds and stuff like that. And so,
I like that.
um,
Hey,
oh, what
I got. What were you gonna say?
I was about to say, there was only one more thing I was going to add to the introduction to this video in general, not just to you, but the audience. The For full transparency, I'm a father, and so this is basically a little tutorial for my son to like learn how to deal with people and how to think and learn and grow and find truth
Oh, that's
and
cool.
make society a better place. So that's kind of what it's for. But it's also the audience gets to eavesdrop and listen in on the conversation. So we'll see
Oh,
how that
nice, dude. My ways, my thoughts are kind of the same thing. My like everything I've created is I look at it as like an open diary time capsule, right? Because
Word.
we're the first generation, as a father as well, where we got the ability to like share more than we ever have, and so like I would have watched my great great grandpa's podcast if he had one for sure, just to see what the dude
Definitely.
was thinking. So like I'm kind of on the same path there, where that's why I
Cool.
monologue for an hour about my life, because the other people usually just talk about other people,
Oh
and
yeah.
they sometimes talk about ideas, but rarely. So I try to keep my content focused, which is what people tell you not to do. It's like don't talk about your life. But if you do it well enough and if you're good at it, then you're not overly sharing or saying things that you shouldn't. Maybe I
Yeah,
have,
I'm
but
definitely
I
gonna
wouldn't know.
carefully toe the line between doxing myself and sharing useful personal information. So
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't want
fine
some
line.
weirdo showing up at my house, with like naked with a turkey baster or something. So I just
Yeah,
I'm trying to avoid the unpleasant stuff. But
and nobody likes coleslaw. So, but hey, I gotta head out. I find thanks for
yeah,
letting
no
me hop
problem, man. I,
on.
I appreciate you being the second guest on my channel. So congratulations, you're number two.
Of course, and I'll be tuning in again when you go live.
All right, I'll try to give people heads up and figure out some kind of schedule, but I still don't know what that means yet. But we'll figure it out.
No worries. Have a good day, brother. Yeah,
All
happy
right, man.
Easter, and God bless.
All right, you too, man.
Thanks.
Later. And so ends the update video, test video, general channel layout, and number two guest, Provo Planet. I'm already starting to like this dude, so I may have to have him back on more for lengthy conversations about stuff other than trolling, because I think we've got that topic covered. But yeah, we'll talk anything and everything. And like I said, there's no topic that is forbidden on this channel. And you're welcome to use any language that makes you feel comfortable. So you can't hurt my feelings. Just keep it YouTube TOS friendly, and we'll go from there. I'll try to update every once in a while the condition of my health, most importantly my voice, because again the laryngitis still lingers a bit, and so like right now I'm kind of running out of voice as it is anyway, so I wouldn't be able to go on much longer. So when I'm feeling much better, I'll start banging out some content for you guys, and then have more guests on and all that jazz. In the meantime, I just wanted to get started with contact info. You know how to get a hold of me. You know where to find me. This is iPhi signing off.